put it there.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. This is Shane here from ComX, and this is the AusComX Show. Today we're going to be talking about this Kickstarter for Presents and Presents Noir. And yeah, so let's get on with the show. Okay, thanks. So I'll just bring on. We've got three creators from the actual comics. We've got Rob Lyle, Spedsy, we've got Dave Dye, and we've got Duncan Prenavicius. Hi guys, how are you?
Good, man.
Good.
My favorite bit was where you thanked yourself at the start. That was good.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
My favorite bit was when you thanked yourself at the start. You put the logo on and it came back and you went, thanks.
Thanks for everyone for watching.
Right.
I'm going to go with that. That might not be it, but I'm going to go with that.
You're well done. Think it on your feet, mate.
Cool. So what we're here to talk about is the Kickstarter that's currently going. I'll just check where it's currently at. We are at $2,938. That has us $62 off the $3,000 stretch goal. So just one or two backers will get us there. And now I've got to find the screen again. So yeah, so here's hoping that this will get us over the line. But what everyone gets, if we get over the line, we get these as prints go to everyone with a physical pledge. So we've got let's see if I can remember the names this time because I got it wrong last time. Dana Lawson up here. And I don't think you can actually see my arrow, so that was a bit of a waste of time. So top left. Then
Dana
we've
all the way
got
over there.
Way up.
Dane Golter, if I'm pronouncing his name right. Then in
Dane
the middle we've
Golter.
got and
Nick
in the
May.
middle we've got Nick May. And then to the bottom left is Ben Sullivan, and then Ryan Vella in the bottom right corner there. So these are special prints done by artists outside the actual Presents magazine, comics, anthologies, and they've done some special art just for this stretch goal. So everyone gets these who've done a physical pledge. So even if you just got the one comic, you'll get these once we hit the 3,000 mark.
Yep, and up close and in nice high resolution, these prints are beautiful.
Yeah, they're absolutely gorgeous.
They look awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
So
well done. Talented artists.
yes, they are. So yeah, so we can't really go through the stories because we've only got three of these here. I was expecting more people.
Well, we can go through.
We just got some people coming in late, so it's all good. So we'll start with Dave. I'll pick on Dave first. So about your story, at least, yours is Impulse, a story about a young chap who's sort of down on his luck and making bad decisions after bad decision after bad decision. Would that be about right?
Yeah, that's right. Just it's just one of those days, I guess. Maybe every now and then, everyone has these sort of days where they sort of get out of bed on the wrong side and they just sort of make a wrong call, and sometimes that wrong call snowballs and it develops into making another wrong decision. Yeah, and it can lead down a pretty nasty path sometimes.
Yep.
And the outcome can be quite devastating. People end up in jail after things like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes it's not so bad, but you can imagine this is a comic, so it's going to be pretty bad.
Of course.
I'm a sucker for those movies where I hate them, but I love them, where the character makes dumb choices, the snowball starts going of trouble, and it just gets worse and worse, and you're like, what are you doing?
There was a movie.
You'll love this story then. You'll love it.
Yeah.
Right. Wasn't there a movie Martin Sheen was in or something where he was in a traffic jam? Like he was just a normal businessman. He's in a traffic jam in Los Angeles or something on a hot, stinking hot day. And he just blew his top and he went out. And I don't know if you ever saw it, but you probably may have.
It's called Traffic, I think. And it's
Yeah.
Michael Douglas, not
Michael Douglas.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember the fast food scene. That's the
Right.
only scene I remember from the whole movie is where he goes in to get fast food, and he just snaps
Right, yeah.
and gets out his machine gun.
When I this doesn't happen in this story, but it's pretty devastating, like I was saying. And I didn't actually have that in mind, but it's just that just sort of came on me now as we're talking. That's the sort of thing, you know, it happens in people's lives where, you know, they do snap, they do make a wrong choice, and that's. I just saw Serena Williams and the umpire documentary the other night. Remember when she had the blowout at the US Open? She just got out of control, and it just made the whole thing ugly and awful. And that's what this comic story is about, something that turns ugly and awful.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's in Presents Noir. Just if anyone's curious which one that is. And I'll pick on Rob next. So, Rob?
Yes. So my ComX Presents story is Frederick Trelawney, the Turtle Detective. Now, forgive me for talking as though you've never heard of my stuff before, but I'll just pretend that that's the case. So I do a book called The Devil's Toilet. In that, a toilet becomes sentient and comes to Earth, unwittingly bringing with him a portal that allows the devil and an army of demons to escape and bring the apocalypse to Earth. And our heroes in that book have a hell of a time trying to get these things back down the toilet and into hell. So they need to call on someone who has staved off the apocalypse once before, and that's Frederick Trelawney. So this tells the story of Frederick Trelawney preventing the apocalypse the first time in London 1888, before then being pulled into the future and into the current Devil's Toilet timeline. Do you need to have read The Devil's Toilet? Hell no. Do you need to read The Devil's Toilet after this? Not if you don't want to. It's a fairly self-contained story about a detective turtle dealing with Jack the Ripper and baby dragons and demons and whatnot. But if you dig it, it continues on for the 3 issues of ComX Presents and then on to The Devil's Toilet. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Very
Very awesome. So,
is he just your ordinary, everyday, run-of-the-mill detective turtle, or what? What's good?
Yeah, I mean, as far as Detective Turtles go, I mean, look, he's not a mutant. He's not a teenager. He does know ninjutsu as well as kung fu and jujitsu and all kinds of
nice.
all your jitsus. He's trained in all kinds of martial arts, but what where he excels is his cunning, his eye for detail, and what all turtles have, but not to this extent, his radar sense. Turtles, when they get lost in the ocean, have a radar sense and they can find their way home.
Oh, right.
Well, Frederick Trelawney has that, but he can use that to find clues. Like, what's over there?
Nice. So he's a superpowered turtle. I love it.
Or just, yeah.
Well, that's an inherent skill that they all have. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
True. Yeah. Cool. Well, we've just had Zach pop up, so I'll let him into the stream. Hey, Zach.
Hey.
Hi.
G'day, mate.
How is everyone?
Good,
Cool,
thanks.
mate.
Yourself?
Great.
And I guess who I'll pick on next will be Duncan.
Hey.
So tell us
yeah,
about
me.
Bin Kitty Bloodhound.
So Bloodhound is basically it's kind of like a side story to the Bin Kitty series, which isn't out yet, but it is coming out. But so it has nothing to do with that. in November. But this is also very self-contained. You don't have to have read the story. You should when it comes out, but you don't have to do yet. So basically, Bin Kitty wakes up in an alleyway. She has a bullet hole in her forehead. Doesn't know her name, doesn't know where she's from, and figures out that she is the failed victim of the most prolific serial killer in the country. And through that, decides to track this killer down, find out who she is, where she comes from. And Bloodhound takes place not too far into the story. She's already established on her way, and it's kind of just she's got sidetracked with a group of, I guess you'd say, terrorists, young people, early 20s, who've decided they're going to make a name for themselves by shooting up a stadium full of 40,000 people live on television.
Nice.
And Bin Kitty's decided that, she's decided, this is just not on. And there are paths in her way to getting what she wants, so sort of by necessity, she's had to stop them. She doesn't want to. She's a bit sort of morally ambiguous there, but they're in her way. So, yeah. And so that's the story of Bloodhound.
Cool. Nice. And
am I right?
Presents you are
that the feel of Bin Kitty, because I'm an idiot and I didn't get it at first, that Bin Kitty sounds a lot like Sin City, and it's kind of got a Sin City sort of feel to it.
Yeah, it's kind of, it started as a play on Sin City, and it's kind of grown into its own thing, but sort of kept the name because it worked.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of that sort of gritty, violent. Bin Kitty's a little bit like Marv, but she's a lot smaller, fatter, and dumber. And in a way, even a bit more sadistic and violent than Marv, actually.
But you can tell she's just as tough because she's copped a bullet to the forehead and she's still operating.
Well, see, that's what she doesn't know. She doesn't know how she can do the things she does, how she's as tough as she is, and how she can basically, fight the way she does, and why the thing she does doesn't really register with her. She can shove a machete through somebody's face and barely really registers with her.
Nice. Sounds like
It
someone you want to take to a party.
The mystery. Yeah, it kind of adds to the mystery of like, what the hell am I? What was I before this happened?
So that's what she's sort of trying to discover as she's going on this journey to track
down. Trying to find out who she is, basically, where she is.
Right.
She doesn't have a clue of who she is or anything. She just knows that she had a bullet in her head and there's a dead body next to her. That's pretty much it.
Nice way to start.
It leads down so many roads, comes in like Illuminati and cabals, and it builds. There's more underneath than what she thinks it is.
That should be interesting. And that's
interesting.
Over 4 issues that's going for, is it, Duncan?
I think so. Am I in 4? I think I'm going 4.
3 or 4, I can't remember. I haven't got it in front of me, sorry. It's either 3 or 4.
Either 3 or 4, I can't remember.
I'm hoping you know how many chapters you're doing.
I've got it written down, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. 3?
Okay, cool.
3.
I admire,
someone remembers.
I admire your commitment, mate, to because you said that she's got to save a football stadium full of 40,000 people. Now that's going to be very interesting, illustrating those couple of things with all the people in there. Set yourself a massive task.
She doesn't care if some people die, they die. As long as she gets what she wants, basically, in the end. They're an obstacle. The group, the Bloodhound, they know something about her, and she needs that information.
Right.
Interesting.
Right. Yep. Excellent. Sounds good. Real good.
So, how about yourself, Zach? Vivian Jones.
What do you want to know?
To tell? What's there to know about Vivian Jones in this first chapter?
Give us the tagline. Pitch it to us.
A occult detective in a world where everyone has a giraffe head, and it starts pretty dark, stays pretty dark, and may or may not be connected to a turtle in some way. No.
Nice.
He has his origin, and it has the start of a new case, and that will span the 12 little chapters. That will make up 12 issues of Presents and 4 solid issues of Vivian Jones.
Nice.
Big one. Big one.
Big story.
I've got 3 issues of Presents and I'm shaking in my boots. 12 issues is ridiculous.
So when did you write
there is
this?
rumors of more. Zach's a little glutton for punishment.
When did you write this, Zach? You wrote it a while ago, or just
Vivian Jones? I first came up with in 2019 as part of a uni assignment, and then just thought I'll test him with ComX because I couldn't commit to like another major book with Bromwell going.
You got Bromwell going, yeah. No,
but little chapters, that's manageable.
Yeah. And bring that out bit by bit over the next, be a year or two, I guess, a couple of years to bring that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 to 2 years.
2 years, right? No.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, 12 would be 2 years. Every 2 months they come out. So 12, 2 months, 2 years. Wow. Glutton for punishment. Woo!
Yeah,
at the moment, I'm putting all the books together. So it's fun being able to actually read it all together for everyone.
So you've got it all laid out already. You've obviously got the script written, and you're laying out all the books. You're saying, is that what you're saying?
Oh no, putting Presents together.
Your books.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've kind of got to read majority of everything, but as for Vivian Jones, I've only plotted 2 issues ahead.
Okay. Yep. Right.
Yeah. Well, what I might do is, just to give us a bit of a breather, I'll show the little video that we've got on the Kickstarter at the moment. And
who did
that's
this video?
not it there. Sorry, what was that, Dave?
Who made this video for us?
Oh, and this video was made by I forgot his last name, Morgan Quaid.
Morgan, right? Morgan.
Yeah,
Quaid.
he made this for us. So very kind of us, kind of him to do this.
Yeah.
One of the Quaid brothers, Randy Quaid.
I hope I got his name right. Or Quaid. Oh God, it is Quaid. Yeah, I just got corrected. So here we go.
Enter a world of intrigue, drama, and explosive action. A world of heroes, villains, turtles, and extraterrestrials. ComX Studios presents Number 1 is a brand new anthology series which features original stories told by some of Australia's most thrilling indie comic creators. Our first issue is packed full of mystery, drama, and fun. It features 4 new stories, each with their own unique artistic and narrative style. In this special Kickstarter release, we're offering the ComX Presents full-colour anthology, as well as an upcoming Presents Noir black and white anthology. The anthologies will feature a total of 8 unique stories, told in their own comic styles and voices.
So that's the video that we have on there. It tells you all about what's going on. So hopefully that explained a bit. Now, what I might do is we've got 4 creators who aren't here today, so that's cool. What I might do is explain their stories. So we have Ed Kisly, his
Final Dragon.
Final Dragon, yes, which is inspired by a video game, and it's sort of like the main character's gone to jail for the murder of someone. You got to read the comic to find out who. And he's come back. He's finally got out of jail, and he's after revenge. He's out for revenge. He's out to get the guys who actually killed this person. And yeah, it's just a lot of karate action, a lot of fighting, a lot of fight scenes, and it's all done in a retro 80s style. So it's very cool art. Even the pages look like they're old 80s newspaper print comics. So it's a very cool little story. I've had the good luck of actually getting to read that one because he actually did live streams of each page on Twitch. Yeah, as he's creating them. So, also Dave, for you, this comment just came in. Good luck Friday, Dave.
Oh yeah,
good luck.
We might have a Ledger Award winner in our comics.
Oh, is that Friday?
Yeah. So,
oh no way! I knew it was sometime this week, but I didn't realize it was Friday. So we're competing with the Ledger Awards, are we?
Yep.
In the drink and draw.
Friday night will be, yeah.
Now, I think you all, I think you already know, though, don't you?
No.
The winners, no?
The winners know, so there you go.
Oh, ruined it.
No, I think last year people did video acceptances, so I would figure you.
Yeah,
I guess
they may have.
But maybe they leave it to the last minute. Who knows?
They do live stream the whole thing, so whether they could still do like with this. What Shane's done is just send a link at the last half hour or so before, I guess.
You're sitting on the toilet and get a link and like, oh no!
Well, I can remember I went to a Ledger Award back in 2015 in Melbourne, and bloke named Ben Hutchins won an award. And where is Ben? Oh, he's not here. Oh, ring him up. They rang him up on the telephone. Where are you, Ben? I'm in the pub down the road. I thought I'd have a beer. So I can get you anywhere.
Yeah.
Anytime. You can't escape sometimes.
Oh, this is nice.
Oh, fingers
Maybe
crossed.
you'll get the call in the middle of the drink and draw, Dave.
Yeah. I think you got a full house for the drink and draw, haven't you, mate?
We do actually. This one was quite popular.
I'll be watching.
You can draw and send the picture in.
Yeah, like I did the other time.
Yeah, that's an interesting. We've got programming. What do you call it? It's like going up against the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'll be curious to see the numbers up in the top left corner.
Yeah.
So we just talked about Ed's story. So let's see if I can remember. I need a reminder because my brain is going blank.
Peter Wilson.
Peter
Wilson would be a good person to do. Yes. Peter Wilson has foes. Yep. Dementus and Zero. That's a cool little story. Lots of comedy. Pretty much it's a demon who comes to Earth to conquer Earth and an alien called Zero who's come to Earth to conquer Earth. And they're in a bit of a disagreement on who gets to conquer Earth. This story is 3 chapters. And the first chapter is pretty much their origins, how they came about getting here, how their rivalry started. And there's a big scene about a donut and their rivalry over the donut. So it's a bit of fun.
I like that.
So
Peter Wilson has contributed also to Vamoose 1 and 2, and I can vouch he does excellent work. He does not phone it in. His stuff looks awesome, reads awesome, and is often hilarious.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome.
Yep.
So that's all the presents, guys, the color. So we've got in the black and white. We've also got. Oh
Tony.
God, my brain has gone totally.
Tony Menzies.
Tony Menzies. Yeah, sorry, Tony. And we've got Killer Bee by Tony Menzies. This is not a whodunit because we know whodunit in the title. Oh, that's Foes. Yep.
Yeah.
And so we know B's the culprit. I believe the way he describes it is it's not a who did it. It's more of a how they did it and why they did it.
Why she did it.
Yeah, why she did it. So you learn that she had a bit of a traumatic experience as a child, and that somehow plays into her current.
I'm just acting out some of the bits.
Nice reenactment there by
She lost her
Betsy.
eye.
Very nice. She lost her eye. Yes. So yeah, this is the story about when she's older and what comes of that event.
Are you privy to this story too, Spedsy?
No, I only know what we all know. What you know as well, Dave.
Yeah, bits and pieces here and
She
there.
murdered someone. She is a bee hive keeper, and she
Interesting.
looks like Cable from X-Force because she lost her eye.
Yeah, well, Tony's known for his excellent art and etc.
Yeah,
and
it's
his
excellent
design.
art.
So that'll be a good story. And it's a one-shot story like mine. Is that right?
Yeah, it's just a one shot. Yeah, I'll just say there's a one shot. There's a possibility of another story, but it's not connected. It's just the same title.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, but
Let's
totally
see.
nothing to do with this woman.
Killer bee, but nothing to do with this woman. That's interesting.
Yeah. So it's interesting. I don't know where Tony's taking it, so I won't say anymore.
Yeah.
It should be Killer C. That would make sense.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
and we
Killer A
skip
would
Killer
be-
A. So
Well, that's the prequel. Yeah.
Yeah, the
prequel.
prequel.
Yeah, always get the prequels in.
Run that one last.
Start in the middle. A New Hope. We always start at 4.
And Lee Chalker.
So we got Lee Chalker's marathon. Now, I haven't had the pleasure of reading this one yet, but from what Lee has explained to us, pretty much as a town called Marathon, I believe. I'm not sure actually now,
I think
but
so.
they have to run. They have runners that go to the coastal settlement, and that's how they get their supplies and their energy source or something like that, and information. And these runners have been sent out, and they're not coming back.
Mm.
And they're down to their last runner, which is Ambrose. Can't remember his last name.
Ambrose.
Anyone help me here?
Anthony
Chalker.
Ambrose, is it? Anthony?
No, yeah, it's Ambrose something.
Ambrose. Yeah, I can't remember. It's Ambrose anyway, and he's the last runner. So this is pretty much his story. He's being sent out as their last because the city's starting to fade. He's their last chance.
He's got his little offside that he's carrying along.
I think that's in the what that is he's his little Ambrose is his
He
idol.
rescues him, doesn't
And
he?
he sort of I think he follows him when he shouldn't. I believe the kid's name is Jason, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that might be right.
And he follows him or something when he shouldn't, and then gets embroiled in whatever it is that's stopping all the runners, all the
Right.
marathon runners.
Mm.
So so that sounds like an interesting story.
And this is a 4 or 5 part story for
Well,
what was it, 8?
I'm not sure actually. I
It goes
have
for
to
a
ask
few.
Lee. It
It's-
goes for a few, but
Continue.
it's continuing, and it's no, I shouldn't say that. I think that's meant to be a surprise in the story. Yeah, this is something that's been told to me off screen, so I probably shouldn't repeat it. So that's all the stories from the ComX Presents and the ComX Presents New Art.
Of course, it's done in Lee Chalker's dynamic, amazing style of
Oh yes,
his
that's
art,
actually
you know.
been. He did some art for the Kickstarter, and it was one of the first pledges to be picked up in the first week for his original artwork.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so a guy over in California, I think it was, has picked that up.
Wow. Amazing.
So, and he wrote to me, and he's quite excited about getting Lee's very unique style.
Wow.
so-
Yeah, well, it is.
That was his words.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fantastic.
Yeah, Lee's artwork is incredible. He actually even sent me a little bit of a tease text the other day showing me a page of art that he's going to send me. Just, he was like, "This is yours." And I was like, "Why?" And he goes, "Just cuz." And I'm like, "All right."
Awesome.
I'm going to frame it and put it on my wall.
Fantastic. He's a good bloke, isn't he?
Yeah, Lee's awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he sent me one ages back. It's an original piece from Battle for Bustle.
Wow.
And I can't even remember why I've got it. I just know it's in safekeeping until I can get it framed.
Yeah, well, be A3, you get A3.
Yeah, it's A3. I've got one of those A3 sleeves, like the
Yeah.
Mailer, I think they're called, or
Mylar, yeah.
Mylar. Yeah.
So we're $62 off, right? So
Yeah, let's see if that's still the case.
2, maybe 3 backers.
Backers, yep.
I will, if anyone's listening right now, before this thing closes in 2 days? 3 days?
Actually, it's gone down to the hours now, so it's 69 hours.
69, dude. Well, so the
Someone
last
has to
3
say it.
people, if you use the code word Spedsy Toilet, and I will send you Devil's Toilet 1 and 2 signed with a whole bunch of free prints and stuff of my silliness for the last 3 people. If you use the code word Spedsy Toilet, and Shane will tell me who they are, just to get us across the line, because I'd love to reach this stretch goal so we can get some of these prints going, because selfishly I want the Nick May one on my wall, and I want all of them. Yeah, so help us out. Grab those last 2 or 3 backers, and I'll send you some free books. It's
Very
hashtag
nice,
Spedsy
Spedsy.
Toilet.
Very nice.
Very nice. of
Spedsy
you,
Toilet.
mate. That's good.
Remember that, everyone. Spedsy Toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds great. Is there somewhere on there
Thanks
that
for that.
people
That's
can
awesome.
do that? Is there? How do they do that? How can they do
You
that?
can
No, I don't
send
know.
once you pledge, you can actually send me a message.
Okay,
Right.
awesome. So send Shane a
Yeah.
message, say I heard about that toilet nonsense. Send it to me
Yeah.
for the last 3 posters, last 3 backers.
Last 3 backers. So we've got 69 hours. So we're definitely in the what do you call it? The last leg, or whatever the expression is. So yeah.
Well, I'll try and match what Rob
Oh.
said then, and between now and then, I'll send, if someone sends an impulse between now and then, I'll do an original drawing for anyone on the impulse topic. Okay. So
Oh, cool.
Hashtag Dave Toilet.
A4 size.
Because you'll want to hang it in your toilet and look at it every time you poop, because it'll be
Of course,
delightful.
well, wouldn't you? Might give you inspiration.
Yeah.
So, and I'll do that for however many backers. And I'll just put my name, Dave Dye, Impulse Original. Okay.
Cool.
And,
Thank you,
I'll do
Dave.
that.
That's awesome. Okay. I'm looking around to see what I can do.
Gonna have some of these fridge magnets.
I better write this down so I don't
I've got
forget.
I've got business cards. Okay. No. I've got X-Men cards. How's that? From my portal to the side here, all I've got are these
Oh, right.
X-Men
Right.
mutant cards.
Wow.
Woo! I don't
Yep.
know if you can see that, but no, it's too small a writing. Actually, you won't be able to see that. No, I won't even try. Tiny little writing. Well, we'll probably cut this short. We've told everyone what they need to know about the actual Kickstarter. Get on board. You got Spedsy giving comics away. You got Dave Dye giving away original art. What else could you ask for? So the next 2 or 3 people to get us over the line, just Spedsy Toilet and Dave Dye Impulse are the things you want to tell me. yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Much appreciated. Thank you for everything, including the creating of the stories in the books themselves.
Yeah, it's been fun.
And for joining me tonight. And I guess have a great night,
Thank you so
everyone.
much to all the backers, obviously, that got us this
the backers,
far.
of course. Yes,
We're being greedy and asking to reach a stretch goal, but we also we are fully funded, so we are very, very grateful to everybody out there for getting us across the line. So.
Yeah, and the beauty of this stretch goal is that everyone who's backed a physical pledge gets those prints. So it's not just rewarding the few people who come in at the end; it's rewarding everyone who's pledged to this date.
Yeah.
So thank you to all of you, and thank you to all the creators who got on board. And not to get ahead of myself, but I'm looking forward to issue 2 now too. Woo!
Well, do you know exactly? You said 69 hours. What does that mean? When does that Friday lunchtime? What do you know?
60. It's 68 now. It's gone down an hour. I believe that's about
68, dude.
5 tomorrow or Friday? No, Friday. 4:45 Friday afternoon.
Okay, right. So Friday afternoon's the end.
I think.
Right.
I think that's what it translates to. Yeah.
Okie doke. Yep. All right. Well,
Cool.
It'd be nice if we get a few more backers between now and then, wouldn't it? Be really good just to get us over that mark, especially.
Yeah. I'd love to give away all those prints to everyone. I'll just put them back up.
Yeah, I would too.
This picture doesn't do justice. These are all,
right.
when you see them at full size.
Beautiful.
These are just amazing. Dana's art is amazing. Dane's art's amazing. Nick's art is funny as. Everyone's amazing. Everyone's amazing. And Ben Sullivan's, his is awesome as well. And I'm a big fan of Ryan's myself, actually, which I have the original here. That's actually a pledge level. I should note that as well. There's actually a pledge level to get that original art, the A3 art that print is being made from.
Be well worth getting.
That is the Mega Pack Ryan Vella Mega Pack. So you get everything in the Mega Pack, which is all the covers, all the variant covers, all the badges, the prints, the bookmarks, and you also get that original art. So I should probably throw that in there as well. But that's oh yeah, here I've got it here. I'll just see. I'm on the wrong screen. So here it is. Here.
It's huge.
I'll turn light off.
No, it's cool. I'll just boost this up.
I mean, and for reference, Shane has a massive head, so that's like 3 times.
My head is huge.
Like a big pumpkin.
Especially this beard. So this is
Like a big pumpkin. So that's a big drawing.
Oh, and I've been told to show you the other side, which has nothing to do with the Kickstarter, but there we go. Thanks.
You're welcome. Do they love it?
They love it.
Yes, we do.
So thanks for everyone for turning up, and thanks to everyone who couldn't make it as well for being part of the book. Thank you to all the backers. Thank you for all the people who shared. They couldn't actually pledge, but they shared the links, they shared the posts, they shared the tweets, they shared the whatever else you can share out there, and got the word out. So thank you for those as well, and have a great night, everyone. See yous.
Thanks so much.